It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskies, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the football first. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. You want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Rides the back on the option to give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Volunteers have their offense in high gear.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man downfield. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. And the Vols have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Washington's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Washington wants to go quickly.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Wolf?
There he goes! Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the back. And some room to work. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Neyland Stadium, alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Back to throw, it's Watts. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Volunteers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Watts. Snagged in the middle, it's Montgomery. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Wants to go up top. Snares it outside. It's Montgomery. The Huskies in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Vols!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation. Program to win, and if he doesn't start fast, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Watts. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Trying play action. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Gives it to the back on the draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Finds his man. It's Montgomery. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Watts. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Snagged out of the air. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Shakes off the defender.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The give on the option.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
And back to the air on 2nd down. On target to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play 1st and 10 from their own 49. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Vols are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Watts. Right down the middle. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think
turning it on. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the stomping has commenced.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from Mills.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The Huskies want to move quickly. Wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his...
Snags it inside the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Watts. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backed up now, here's second and long. Got it in the middle, it's open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the pressure. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now.
Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The Volunteers line it up with a 1st and goal. His big tight end. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away. Let's see if he can make a play up. And the ball is loose on the return.
It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires on the move. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air, it's Watts. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They go to the ground. He's loose, going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40, past the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And just too much on that pass, too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the grab close to the logo. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punch away an opening victory to this season. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.